What's this about
Hey, what's going on, everybody? The third, and I don't think it's going to be the last. I'm going to try and squeeze one more before the end of the month. Third Patreon Hangout for August. Hanging out with some folks. I'm in this studio, and it looks a lot different than it usually does. The studio revamp is actually going swimmingly.
Looks like an addict now.
Huh?
And now it looks like an addict.
Well, I mean, it's a garage, but like for example, what's going to end up happening with this is you see like right here the edge of where the American flag thing is I'm actually going to be putting up boards to finish this entire back wall, and it goes all the way to then the other wall where I've been doing all my green screen stuff. I'm going to redo the whole damn thing much better.
The arrow out of the wall?
Sheesh.
Nope, it's still there. It's like it's like right there. You can't really see it, but it's still stuck in the wall over there. No.
It's a beautiful moment.
I mean, you know,
the telling point is think of its own arrow in the wall.
Yeah, I should not be left alone without supervision when I'm on my prescription painkillers. It's a bad idea.
I'm not even that bad when I'm baked. I wouldn't actually do something that stupid.
I would do that shit completely stone cold fucking sober because I'm bored.
Well, I have an archery target and a piece of fence that I actually put behind it to catch any errant arrows in the backyard. So I have like a good, I want to say like maybe 25-meter long stretch that I can shoot arrows. So I mean, if I'm bored, there's plenty of places I can just go back there and do target practice.
Jeff,
but
you're talking to a guy who will sit in his floor, put a fucking cardboard box filled with dollar store bags against his bedroom door and throw knives at it because I'm bored.
True. Throwing knives is a bit different than a 55-pound compound bow.
Yeah, I don't need to practice my axe and tomahawk throwing. That shit comes naturally. Knife throwing, on the other hand, needs work.
I just didn't agree this morning. My brother has a BB gun he stores in my shed, so I pulled it out. I started shooting at random stuff, and then I actually got bored and my dog had just taken a massive turd, and I shot the turd with a BB.
Why?
Because he's autistic.
Why not?
I wanted to see what would happen.
I wanted to literally shoot the shit.
I was about to say that, yes.
Oh man, that's pretty good.
Shooting the shit to a whole another level.
A long time ago, when I was visiting my my uncle down in California, he had this ranch. I was way young. I think I was like maybe 11, 12 or something, maybe. And I was out there with my cousin, and we didn't have anything to do. We were really bored. So my uncle was like, "All right, boys, come over here." He goes over to the closet. He opens it up. And he hands my cousin, who's younger than me at 22, and he hands me a 12 gauge, and he's like, "Go play." Okay, cool. Sounds great. Let's go play, buddy. So we went outside and we're trying to find something to shoot. We're target practicing with some cans, and you know,
that's always fun to do.
Huh?
Yeah, it's always fun to do with a 22.
Yeah, just plinking, you know, no big deal. But then I saw a bullfrog. A really big bullfrog. And it was really close to my cousin. And so I shot the bullfrog, and the fucking thing exploded and covered my cousin.
Yeah,
covered my cousin in toad guts. Like, hated him.
We still do this. I'll be sitting at my grandfather's house, and then like blackbirds are fucking annoying. They're everywhere. And so we would always ride around shooting blackbirds. Or when I worked on farms, I'd ride around, kill beavers because they would try to set up dams, fucking up the rice levees. They're assholes.
Right.
And so the other day we're sitting there, a bunch of blackbirds were fucking with the horse's feed. I'm like, you know what? Let's just shoot the fuckers. So then all 5 of us go in the house, start pulling out guns from random places. My poor cousin's girlfriend is from the city, has never been around this shit, and all she sees is random fucking rednecks pulling out 12 gauges, fucking lever action 30-30s, a fucking 270 out of nowhere. And she starts freaking, oh my God, what are they going to shoot? We're like, birds. And we walk out.
We bet to go fucking Bloods versus Crips on the fucking birds out there, man.
It's the movie Claw, and we're not willing to die yet.
That's right.
One thing. What's the weirdest thing you used to do as a kid? Like as a kid, I used to freeze like insects. Like I thought I could pull a Star Wars. Put them in carbonite and then thaw them out.
I used to break toads' legs and put them in underwater and see how long it would take them to drown.
Oh my god!
Oh, you! Oh, wow!
What the fuck?
Wow!
I mean, I thought I was a pyromaniac. Yeah, I think all boys are pyromaniacs growing up.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
I
tried to
played
make
with
bomb
fire.
out of fucking leftover fertilizer from farming.
I
It
tried
never
to-
worked.
Man, what the hell was my childhood?
I
Not
What
played
can I
with,
say?
I almost burned down my friend's house once by playing with
I
gasoline.
really went down my parents' backyard.
Oh.
All I can
Burn
say is
them all.
you up the
Burn
run,
them all.
talking a lot.
Burn them all.
Hey, what's up, Pallet? Yeah, we had this grand idea that we took a metal coffee can and put a bunch of gasoline in it and just started throwing matches in and like, that was cool, neat. And then we just did too much at one point. And we are like, oh fuck, it's got to burn the tree that's above it. So we got the great idea that we wanted to be safe. We're smart kids, right? We're not like the dumb kids, fucking 9 years old or some shit. So we had a pitcher of water.
Oh fuck.
So we can put the water. So we put the fire out, right? You know that'll work in a gasoline fire. Just pour water in it. That'll fucking work. What happens
Maybe I might just cover up the fire and let it choke.
We didn't know that. We didn't know anything. We didn't know how to do any of this shit. So we pour the fucking water into it, and suddenly this ocean of fire comes pouring out all over the dry pine needles. Oh,
Oh no!
Wow.
it was
Fuck.
bad.
God, dude.
Man.
I would say one of the dumbest things is either when my uncle was burning trash and forgot that he shot holes into the trash barrel and he poured paint thinner to make it burn faster and it set his pants on fire.
Oh, wow.
That was hilarious. So here am I, 8 years old, laughing my ass off as he's running around with his pants literally on fire.
Oh shit!
My
The
dad
other
one
one
time.
is my
Yeah.
uncle or my neighbor's dad had a pontoon boat that he was building, so it had a bunch of PVC pipe. He was going to build an awning and shit. Well, a lot of the leftover pipe he took like foam and duct taped it around it, and then gave us an entire fucking arsenal of thick, heavy PVC pipe wrapped in foam, and we proceeded to beat the shit out of each other with it for months. That's how I learned that I am really fucking good with things that are long and kind of heavy in the front.
Giggity.
Y'all, you want that motherfucker? Like, people were getting concussions. I am sure of it.
Jeff, I may have missed this, but why are you in the redneck room right now?
This
Because
is
he
a-
submitted to my influence.
And
Yeehaw.
is that
This
that
is the
VR
studio.
gear or is that a sex swing in the background?
that thing right there. That's
No,
that's
to
a
the
light.
right. To the right.
To the right over here.
Yeah. Yeah. What's
That-
that hanging in front of the flag at the top?
Oh, those are like some costume masks and shit that I made a long time ago that I haven't worn in forever.
Okay.
He needs to get the mask.
I'll grab him real quick. I'll grab him.
Dude, with the American flag and all this, he looks kind of like a redneck.
Yep.
Yeah.
What does that make me? Because I have an American flag and a Confederate flag.
Double redneck.
I also have a
Yeah,
jacket.
kind of like a redneck with a hat on. Let
This,
it go.
this one actually does look kind of bondagey a little bit. It's it was I was
Oh, this is going on pop.
yeah right. I was dating this woman who was like alternative fashion model kind of thing, and we made like all these crazy costumes together. And I made a crow costume. I didn't have a mask, so I made this crow mask.
Kinky.
Yeah.
You look like a shitty Marty Skrull for anybody who knows Ring of Honor wrestling.
No, I don't know really,
Nope.
but it's kind of warped. I haven't taken care of it.
He looks like a gimp plague doctor.
Okay, so
Kinda, yeah. It
to
looks kind of
explain
like that,
the
yeah.
reference, Marty Skrull is a cruiserweight from England whose nickname is the Villain. He likes wearing mink coats, carrying umbrellas, and he wears a plague doctor mask.
Just when you thought wrestling couldn't become any more ridiculous. Here we go.
And
So
then the
that
other one,
would be Joey Ryan, the Dick Wrestler.
the other
At
one
least
I
it
made
wasn't-
for
At least it
Burning
wasn't
Man.
YouTube wrestling.
This one's in really bad shape. I took a respirator mask. It went with me to Burning Man. I attached these like fucking bits of a squirmy ball, you know, like one of those tentacle ball things. But it's all
Right.
fucked up now. But the cool part,
Why do you have Cthulhu's pubes on your mask?
the cool part was that I actually put lights into it, so at night, like it shoots out these blue lights. But
That's pretty cool. So you've already got your costume when it comes to YouTube wrestling. You're going to be the headliner.
yeah, what's
Yeah,
my name
you-
gonna be?
Cyberpunk Plague Doctor.
Cyber Gimp.
Don't they go by their real names? Otherwise, it doesn't draw the crowd. I mean, you still have that fight against Coach Riddle.
Oh yeah, me and Coach Scampill are supposed to fight.
Yeah, fisticuffs. I mean, come
Throw
on.
down in that ball pit.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Right.
I can train you. I'll come out there and get you good at counterpunching. So you can just every time he tries to flail at you, you can step back and like punch him in the gut.
All right, it's wild shit, man. Wild stuff.
I don't think Red Pill's that quick.
No, that's
Doesn't
the
look
point.
that quick.
Mentally or physically? What are we talking
properly
about?
stop and slap somebody with boxing gloves.
So
Yeah.
Those fights were entertaining.
this actually is an interesting question. Somebody stopped in to ask what my issue is with Joy Sparkle. I don't actually have an issue with Joy Sparkle. I know that back during the drama of earlier this year, there were some things that were said because people didn't understand the situation that were incorrect or they got the wrong opinion about me. And one of those is Joy, and so I'm not upset with her at all. It's just I don't want to be involved in any YouTube drama, and
Yeah.
that's why I'm just like I'm choosing not to get involved in any of it. So
YouTube
Jeff,
is
it-
drama. That's like
Jeff,
saying
Jeff.
you want to be on Twitter and not have like
Jeff,
crazy
Jeff,
people.
Jeff. The best route to avoid that is just to not really take it seriously. Not to take it seriously.
right.
Just don't just don't like that.
I mean, I even messaged her and I was like, I wish you well with whatever it is that you end up doing and all that, but I just can't be involved in it. That's all. It took a toll. It took too much of a toll on my family back then. Because believe you me, with all the stuff that's happening the past few days, I would love to start running my mouth about some of the things that went on or how I feel about some of this stuff, but like, dude, it fucked my family up really bad.
Oh, here's a little
kid. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Put up as a Patreon tier. There you go. Boom. Problem solved. Monetize that shit.
Yeah. For $5 a month, you can get access to me running my mouth about drama. No. Fuck.
All right, calm down, Keenstar.
Yeah, right. Fuck.
Except you're actually entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joy Sparkle.
That's like- Like, I think you and Nick actually talking about drama would actually make money because, unlike Tonkasaw, you're both actually funny and entertaining.
So, speaking of raising money, are you going to convince Nick into cutting his hair off for charity? Because we're trying to put money in for this, and he's thinking about it, but I think he needs a gentle push to cut off those luscious locks.
No,
We
he's
should,
gonna agree. No, PB, he's agreed. He's told me that if he's gonna cut his hair, me and you are gonna. Well, I'll pay for it if you don't want to, and he's gonna donate the hair to Locks of Love.
But how much? How much? We need to do this live on Saints or something. We need to make sure that we get Saint special where he shaves all his hair off.
Where he pisses off every female follower of the Saints at once. It'd be fucking glorious.
Although Jeff's kind of getting there. I mean, maybe you could do a double charity donation. It needs to be a certain length, though, doesn't it?
Like 10 inches.
Yeah, it needs to be at least 10 inches, I think.
Because
Okay.
I remember in the 4th grade, I have a Mexican friend named Felix who had like 3 feet of hair that was always immaculately done every day before school because, of course, he's Mexican. Duh. And when he cut it off and donated it, it was like he said it had to be at least 10 inches, but his was 3 fucking feet long.
Damn. So,
Damn, Daniel.
Saints haircut special when?
I mean, I'm down for whatever. Like, if there was a way to organize like a really good charity and it was like very, very, very successful and shit, like I'd fucking lop my hair off for it. Whatever. It's fucking hair. Who gives a shit? You know? It grows back.
Amen.
Yeah.
Anna
It
cares.
doesn't
That's why
always
we're
grow
doing
back.
it.
She hates it. That's why I want to do it even more.
So are you doing yours as well then, Berserker?
Mine's not 10 inches. If it was,
Grow
I
it
would.
out.
It is growing.
I mean,
I
I've
should
even
probably
been
brush it more
thinking.
often.
I've been thinking about just getting a haircut just to get one, just to try something different for a little while. But
I know plenty of black dudes who are barbers. I can get you up, man. Get you a nice fade going, a good lineup, looking sharp.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Although the thing is, I don't really look good with short hair. I never really have. That's kind of part of the problem.
No.
Join the club.
I'm kind of in the same boat.
Well, here's the thing, Jeff. You only know best how well your style is. So.
But, and to be fair, it's not really what you would think about it. It's what this Mim's thinking about it, because she's the one that has to look at you all the time.
Oh, she doesn't care. I mean, like,
the less fabulous he looks, the more fabulous she looks.
The only
Mims would look fucking fabulous next to Jason Momoa. The fuck are you talking about?
The only thing that she gives a shit about is I have to keep the beard because she loves the beard. So, yep, got to keep the beard, and otherwise I could do whatever. But I mean, I don't know. I don't like the fucking high forehead and shit. Maybe I'll have some bangs or something. You know, try and
ooh, can you just style that over one eye like an emo style? Just have it done.
Okay, Jeff, what you need to do is you need to look in your Discord. I posted a gym selfie. Do with your hair what I do with mine. Just let it fucking cover your face so they don't have to tell how ugly you are.
Oh, this is uncomfortable. Stop it. That's
too
real.
I mean, people go, why don't you ever post your face? Because I'm ugly as shit. Like,
I got this. I got my hair's about as long as Jess when it's wet.
Right.
When you straighten your Jufro, it may be longer.
It's not a Jufro. I'm not even a microscopic amount Jewish.
You only got a little Jew inside you?
Oh, I don't want that.
He's got the right Jew inside him.
Let's say, well, if you want a little Jew inside you, go get Ben Shapiro.
Although I tell you what, it would be a lot easier if I completely shaved my head bald. I could finally make my Bane video. Bald caps don't look good on me. Like they don't fade in with my skin tone at all. And somebody just sent me a bald cap in the mail. Actually, I think as a dig on my fucking hairline.
So what you're saying is you're too bald for one, or you're too white. I think shit.
I don't know. I mean, it might be that I'm too pale for it. Yeah.
I don't have that issue.
Oh.
The whitest white man.
Let the episode, let's say, to finish, then you have my permission to die.
Dark side.
Yeah. I don't know.
Comes to the dark side. We are void of David Hogg and that other annoying fucking conservative kid that gives Candace Owens a job.
Oh, you mean Owen Schroyer?
Who's that bald woman that's always hanging out with David Hogg?
The one who's dumb enough to wear a communist Cuban flag on her jacket.
Yeah, what's her name?
You mean a Hispanic rat nose looking cat?
I just call her young and silly. That's what I call her.
No, she looks like no offense, but you should call her a shaven pigeon because she's got that fucking hook nose on her. So.
What
Emma
I find
Gonzalez. Yeah.
Is she's trying to play the whole I'm Cuban and a minority the same time she's wearing fucking Fidel Castro's Cuban flags? Like, bitch, get the fuck out of here.
Okay, fine. Jeff.
Yeah.
Drew, marry, kill. Bald, scary woman Emma Gonzalez, which is probably your fuck. Anita Sarkeesian and Lena Dunham.
Oh God, is suicide an option?
This is Mary Fuck Kill.
Shit.
Yep.
Oh shit. You can guarantee that cunts would be fishy as fucking sea bass.
No. Let him decide. Unbiased.
Well, the problem is Emma Gonzalez is too young for me, so I don't want to say I'd bang her. Like, no, that's gross. But
I pick Gonzalez and Lena Dunham because you don't know what she's been doing to a cunt.
For what? And language, man. You gotta get demonetized.
I'm breaking the ground here. I'm breaking the ground.
Rat shit, bat shit, dirty old twat.
Which one has the most money? I'd probably marry whichever one has the most money.
Anita, because she keeps fucking scamming people out of a fuck ton.
Marry Anita. Date the bald chick until she's old enough that I wouldn't feel like
this is screw, marry, kill. So which one are you gonna do?
Well, I'd date her and then screw her when she's old enough that I could stand to screw her. And then Lena Dunham gets a helicopter ride.
Wait, no, which helicopter ride? Because I'm picturing the helicopter scene from Scarface.
Wait, Jeff, why is something kind of disturbing?
Huh.
Here, I'll share a screen share.
Oh God, please don't.
Oh God.
There's a second of Kellyanne Conway there, and I don't like where
That's Patrick Stewart. This is Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, here's the thing though. I would rather drag Patrick Stewart than Kellyanne Conway. So, just saying.
I would rather fuck Zoe Quinn than Kellyanne Conway.
Oh,
I'd just bang Zoe Quinn in general.
And blindfold myself,
dude. I know this might be a controversial opinion, but I actually think Zoe Quinn is kind of cute. I really do.
She's all right. She needs to lose the weight.
Okay, fine. We'll swing it the other way. Same question, but Alex Jones, Paul Joseph Watson, and Tommy Robinson.
Paul Joseph Watson's getting the dick with his little Twinkie fucking conservatism's new punk rock ass.
Yeah, see, he is a bit Twinkie. I mean,
I would marry Tommy Robinson just for the constant death threats and not knowing if I'm going to die. I'm into that. And kill Alex Jones because he's a nitwit.
He's in Kids in the Background. And the husbando probably, I gotta say, Tommy. Tommy's definitely husbando. Screw the twink and kill Alex Jones. I mean, he's been looking for it for a while.
You can turn him into your trap waifu.
I'll be right back. Hang on, everything's blowing up around me right now.
I like how we bring up trap waifu. He's like, I'm out. Right as I was about to make the joke of, yeah, because Blair can turn anyone into loving trap.
Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure Alex Jones has a thing for Blair White.
Who doesn't have a thing for Blair White?
Yeah.
If you don't, I don't trust you.
We all do.
It's like the only thing that sometimes annoys me is her Valley Girl thing. Yeah, but otherwise,
that is really annoying. But then again, I can just put in earphones and not listen to a fucking thing she says.
She lives in LA. This is kind of normal. I mean, now
I couldn't live in LA though.
That's always the strange thing. The trans women so often identify the like stereotype of what a woman is. That's just that same exact kind of thing.
All right, so where's my big titty trap goth bitch from Japan that does nothing but cook and clean?
Yeah.
Best mom ever.
Lomba?
You're not looking at the right sites, my dude.
Clearly not. But hey, I enjoy Mercedes Carrera getting the trap dick, so it's fine.
Yeah, that was great. That was great watching.
Yeah, anyway,
guys,
demonetization. I haven't heard that name in a while.
Guys, what's your opinion on the Cyberpunk 2077 demo? What's your?
I have no interest in Cyberpunk shit at all. So not my.
You not seen the demo? You haven't seen the gameplay of it?
Yeah, it looks pretty well.
It's just not my style.
I know I'm going to get it, but I'm going to hate myself for getting it because I fucking hate Mike Pondsmith.
I just love dude, Jeff's camera is just cracking me up right now.
He needs to be that dude that was he CEO or something like that for Stardock.
Well,
you seen
Mike
that guy?
Guys, sorry to interrupt for a moment. I can't be here for long. Just wanted to show you Normandy Beach.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, fuck the Nazis.
Oh, nice. You're outside Normandy.
So
Beach. Cool.
That's where D-Day happened, and then double D-Day.
And no, it's Brad Wardell, the dude.
Last time I was there, the wind was blowing right through my fucking face there.
See, this is why I sent Erdanya the wonderful song by the Real Mackenzies, My Head is Filled with Music.
Heavy wind.
Which is
I gotta go, otherwise I'm gonna eat up all my data. See you guys later.
Later, dude.
Yeah.
Peace.
Piss on a Nazi for us. I'm sure they're still buried there.
Sure.
You do know that most of it. You do know that most of the Vermat wouldn't. The bodies would not be on the beach. They would be on the bunkers and the soil. It wouldn't be on the beach.
Dude, what if it was like? What if it was like dead snow, but it was like at Normandy, so it's dead sand.
That would be fucking awesome. But the original Dead Snow, not the second one. The second one was fucking utter garbage.
Yeah, but imagine like someone they raised the dead on Normandy is like a big battle.
It's like randomly there's like a fucking American zombies and there's like the random Scottish ones wearing kilts and carrying bagpipes and shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey Jeff, what's your Have you seen the gameplay for the Cyberpunk 2077?
Yes, and it looks amazing.
You're gonna answer that question, by the way.
Okay.
Jeff, you missed it. Danya was at Normandy Beach.
Yep.
Really?
He popped in for a second just to show us the location.
What? And I missed it? God damn it!
Yeah,
No,
he showed us the perfect scenario for American stubbornness.
We also suggest the concept that of a dead snow type thing, but at Normandy Beach, where like the dead of like the Americans and all that stuff fight the dead of the Germans.
Right.
And I brought up the Scottish zombies carrying bagpipes and wearing kilts because that shit's just awesome.
So what I just had to do, I had to apparently the elementary school that Winter goes to, they dropped the ball on getting a hold of me before now, and this is like the cutoff day for me to go in and talk to them about school. So I have to do that like at 3, which is annoying, but I'm kind of happy about it because this summer has been a real test of my patience and my ability to work. Because like, for instance, this past week and a half, I've been trying to work on videos and trying to record, managed to get a little bit here and there. But for instance, this is what happened. Like I sit down to record, Winter's playing in the backyard. I got the back door open so I can kind of hear for him. And all of a sudden the sounds of heavy machinery start up and the neighbors behind us have a giant backhoe, like right by the fence, like tooling around. And the kid's like, oh, wants to like check it out. And me being like the panicked parent, I have to keep scooting him inside, which means every time I try and record, like, you know, I sit down in a costume. Greetings, star children. Whee!
Dude, that would make a great video.
It'd be a great outtakes video.
Yeah.
No, I'm just like, maybe make a spin of it like, greetings, star children. Whee! God damn it, Jeff, get your child.
That would be pretty good. Oh man, but yeah, it's unfortunate that I missed the Normandy thing. That's like the only reason I would ever want to go to France is to see Normandy.
Yeah,
it'd be cool.
Well, all I'd say is, Jeff, is that last time I was there, it was like heavy wind blowing in your fucking face, and you actually want to get out. To be honest, because the wind is so fucking cold and so intense there that it's like, Jesus. It is a beautiful place, but it depends.
It's just
if you get
full of the French is the only problem.
Jeff, I wasn't. Are you a god?
There's actually a town in France I want to go to, even though it's almost certain death. It's basically nobody's allowed in or out because the water's toxic due to all the lead from the bullets, and there's a shit ton of bombs that are just there that didn't explode on impact that may or may not go off.
Yeah.
The excitement's what I'm looking for.
All I'd say is, Jeff, go to the war museums and the memorials there. You'll enjoy yourself once you get it. You'll get a nice piece of history there.
Well, one of the things that I think Jeff would love, because I know I would, is to go to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers during a Sentinel change.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, they're amazing.
But yeah, in theory, yes, Habib, I love God. It's an inside joke. In theory, though, once we're done with our hangout here, I drag over that table and sit on it cross-legged, set up the cameras, and record.
I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute.
What's that? Oh, he'll be right back. Okay. And record a new Hemlock Moonwolf video, which I'm actually rather excited about. It will involve Play-Doh.
Oh, shit, Jeff,
I can't wait to do that.
I might be sending you legit ponchos to use if I can't find anybody else that wants one.
Ooh, a poncho?
Two. I have one that's bright and colorful in the traditional sense that you think of a Navajo or Mexican poncho, and the other one's basically gray and black and made of wool.
Sweet. That's awesome.
So I figure you can use some hemlock something for the colorful one, and the child or the female can have the wool one because
I love ponchos. Honestly, I really do. Mems has one that I steal every now and then when it's really cold. Just throw on a fucking poncho.
Yeah, I got one when I was in Peru, and they are great.
They're like Snuggies, except not Snuggies. You know what I mean?
They're Snuggies, but not retarded.
Snuggies made me look like I was a fucking necromancer from Borscar, but less fat and darker hair.
Hi, monkey. He really likes this open garage. He's been playing around a lot.
Scotty, the big old smile was wonderful.
Yeah, it really is. How you doing, buddy?
Got my dog. I got my dog too here.
Aww.
My dog's laying on her bed.
Scotty,
lazy fucking
beat me up, Scotty.
You silly. Yeah. Let's see what else happened this week. Oh god. Oh, thank you very much, Mistaken Reaper. Appreciate the buck. Let's see what else happened this week. Oh god, the Logan Paul KSI fight thing.
Oh god.
Hey, that Phase Sensei fight was fucking good though.
Yes, the
left
Phase
hook to
Sensei
the body was that was sexy.
I forgot that even happened.
As a southpaw with the wicked left hook myself, that's something I can appreciate.
I mean, I actually almost feel. I started kind of feeling bad watching it because I was watching it for free. Like I didn't pay shit to watch it. I started being like, this is actually worth $10. I can feel this. I feel this. And then like you could tell at the end they kind of rigged it a little bit at the end, and I was like,
yeah,
fuck these guys.
Wait, was it really $10 for an entry ticket?
Like 10 or 8.
Really?
Yeah, it was 10. It was like 10 American or £8.
Really? I thought it would be around more than that.
Oh fuck no! Ain't nobody paying $60 goddamn dollars for that when I can pay $60 on YouTube to fucking watch it.
Yeah, I mean, you know how fucking sneaky these fucking YouTube events are.
Like I don't even pay $60 to watch UFC fights. I wait till the bitches are pirated on YouTube.
Yeah.
The first round's the introductory offer. That's where it's cheap. Next time, we'll see.
Next time, I'm still watching a pirated stream in a rabbit room.
Yeah.
Fight of the century.
That's what I did. Fuck it.
I know. I stole your link, motherfucker.
Oh, okay. That's good.
I was like, that's a thing? Shit, I'll get up and go to my computer and watch that. I felt bad for Scares because that motherfucker's got heart and a hell of a chin.
He does. He really does.
Like, and props to him on losing all that weight in 6 months too. That's major respect to Scares for that. You
know what? That actually gave me a lot of inspiration too, because like I got my own shit going on that I am actively working on. But seeing like that success story for Scarce, and then he's like up there fucking boxing and getting the shit beat out of him, I was like, I could do that too.
Jeez,
I could lose some weight and get the shit beat out of me too. That sounds great.
How long have you been telling Mems that you're going to be doing exercising, and how much exercising have you done? Don't lie to yourself. Come on, be honest with us.
I can send you my program. It would help you a lot. Trust me.
The what?
I have a program. I can send you the conditioning part. Because I don't feel like you want to lift as much weight as I do. That just doesn't seem like your thing.
It's not the problem. The problem isn't really like what program to do or what things to do. It's having the inspiration to do it. Like me and my brain don't do very well with like actively trying to work out. Because I have a weight machine over there that I used to use all the time, and I would still use now, but I never think about it. But if I'm like, I'm going to redesign my whole garage space for the next 3 days and bust my ass, I feel great that I did it, and I'll lose like 10 pounds doing it. But
most of my inspiration comes from watching YouTube channels, like fitness YouTubers like Juji Mufu, Brian Alsru. I get a lot of inspiration from watching Brian Shaw, who's a 4 times world's strongest man.
Sorry to jump in on. Sorry to jump in on this one. I'm just about to disappear. I would love to give you some more gym inspiration, but I'm afraid I'm unable. So I'll catch y'all next time.
More inspiration on
Gym inspiration.
Like yeah, like especially Juji Mufu's channel because he's a bodybuilder. He does strongman, powerlifting, and he does flips and shit.
Mm.
And it's not always, hey, I'm gonna deadlift 650 pounds. A lot of the times it's, hey, we're gonna show you how we have fun working out with people. Hey, we're gonna go to a park and do flips and shit. Hey, we're gonna walk around the gym for 20 minutes giving people free smoothies.
For somebody who has a gym membership, is there a statistic out there that supports that if you have your own gym, you're more likely to get more gains than go to a public gym? Is there a statistic?
There probably is one, but I would like to see it.
I never go to the gym.
Because the thing is, what I hate about going to the gym, right, is that often when it gets crowded, you have to kind of share the fucking workout machines. And that means, you know, the exercise you had in mind, you have to kind of compromise. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I just fucking hate that. I deliberately try to go really early in the morning and either really late at night, but for some fucking reason, I'm not the only fucking one who thinks like that. So I have to still compete with everyone.
Well, my gym is smaller, so I run into that a lot less. I normally try to go on my days off. I normally go from 10:30 to 12:30 because it's just going to be me, the guy who runs the gym, another person working there, and random old ladies and dudes coming in to run on a treadmill or use the bike. Yeah, me and the guy who runs the gym are the only ones actually lifting weights, so I can do all my weird lifts, then I can do my actual bodybuilding and powerlifting shit, and then get out.
Yeah. Like I've got these there's these young girls who are probably around 18 or 19, and they're fit as fuck. But the problem is that they fucking occupy the benching. Well, no, you know the shoulder bench.
Bench press.
Yeah, bench press. Yeah. They absolutely fucking occupy that area, and they literally make they set up camp there, and I tell them how many fucking sets or reps you're doing. They say, oh, around 5, and they end up taking far more longer than that. And I have to like kind of remind them, hey, this isn't just your fucking camp area, and like they just get all fucking fussed about that. So
the only issue I ever had was when I worked at the Mexican restaurant, I went in late one night. There was a bunch of annoying fucking CrossFitters hogging the deadlift platform, doing nothing. So me and all the people that are about to deadlift literally picked their shit up, threw it in the corner, and go move. People are actually here to work out.
Yeah, you sometimes need to do that.
You're moving a bar. We're about to throw 400 pounds on said bar. The fuck out of the way.
Yeah. I don't really have a good relationship with my the gym member staff that I go to because they keep telling me that, oh, your student membership's not there, man. Scanning is not there. When I've been doing it from the manager who works there, right? Keeps reminding me that we've got it done, and then for some reason every time when I go to these little machines where you have to scan your card in, it doesn't fucking work, and then they say, you're not on the system, mate. And it's like bullshit. You're clearly trying to lie in my face, trying to scam me something, or your fucking hardware's bullshit, and it's just like fuck. I just don't really have a good relationship with them, to be honest. But it's just miscommunication, really.
It's also probably if it's a bigger gym, there's going to be a lot of fucking annoying shit like that. That's why I like smaller gyms. There may not be as much, but hey, as long as you got 1,000 pounds and 45-pound plates, your boy right here is good. It just means I can do my shit and other people can lift heavy too.
Yeah.
I fucking found something that might be kind of troubling. Give me a second, real quick.
Yeah. Please tell me you didn't accidentally post your sex tape again.
No. Okay. Damn it. Okay, here we go. So I do you guys hear about the thing with The Verge calling Blair White a ethno-nationalist?
Yeah, I know that.
We talked about that.
And the chick blocked her.
Yeah. So they decided that they were going to change it. And Blair, like 9 minutes ago, was like, they amended the description, yay! And I just went to go look at it, and they made it worse.
Oh fuck! They really are pissing off the wrong trap.
And she just realized that and deleted the tweet. She's gonna be pissed, dude. I imagine she's probably fuming right now. So this is what it reads now. Last November, Wynn, which is ContraPoints, is harshly criticized by many of her viewers for agreeing to a Vancouver debate. Okay. With Blair White.
My dog was trying to steal my chicken nuggets.
Instead of calling her an ethno-nationalist, now they say Blair White, a self-described conservative YouTuber who shared coy tweets with Richard Spencer, enthusiastically supported far-right activist Lauren Southern, whose most recent exploits included participating in expeditions to attack asylum seekers in the Mediterranean Sea and ginning up fear about immigrants in Melbourne, as well as Milo Yiannopoulos. Connections to the extreme right and actual neo-Nazis are well documented. She's also donned blackface, which many understood to mock Black Lives Matter, a frequent target, though she has since deleted many of her YouTube videos attacking them, and once posted on Facebook that, if he ain't Aryan, we ain't Marion.
Shit,
oh, come on.
Oh, they really try to play.
When you're routinely choking on black dick. It's bad to have to defend Milo here.
Well, to be honest, though, Milo actually, it did come out that Milo did, in fact, have some connections with actual legitimate neo-Nazis. To how far is like up for debate?
Well, the problem is now, like, you know, ideologies and purity really just is a fucking thing of the past now. You know,
and I'm actually impressed that it bring up Lauren Saunders' work in South Africa exposing the fact that the government is forcibly taking land from white farmers.
Oh yeah.
Because that's an actual thing. Like where I work in a dollar store, I work retail. There's a lot of South African immigrants, like basically.
Well, unfortunately,
they come in and they're like, I asked them, the reason they're here is because they couldn't get work back in South Africa because they're white.
Well, the irony is that you never British and the Dutch, you know, who are the racial founders of the Boer and the the white South Africans and Afrikaners. You know, those are the two nations that would not allow white South Africans to seek asylum. Those are the only think, as well as the entire European Union, they won't allow them to seek asylum, which I think is utterly horrendous. You know, it's complete, political virtue signaling in my view, just because they're white.
Apartheid basically just fucking reversed itself. Now the blacks are going after the whites like they didn't do in other African countries. People getting attacked because they're simply white. People's lands getting taken. People getting forcibly removed and shit. Like that kind of qualifies for the whole "Hey, can I seek asylum here" thing.
By the way, that's also racist. This is also racism because technically, even by social justice, it's power plus prejudice. They're using their power to do prejudicial acts.
Yeah, and it's completely against their own constitution. Like the fucked up part.
Well, the thing is, you shouldn't really fucking rely on fucking African countries for fucking reliability and security. To be honest, because fucking Africa's literally the dumping ground of the world. Been like that for almost 200 years now.
Well, also there's cool shit that comes out of Africa, like I don't know, poachers going into this reservation to hunt. To poach animals and get eaten to the point that they don't know how many poachers there were because the lions they ran into were hungry.
Well, it's like I said, it's always been an exploited continent, but the problem is that now it's just a dump of every fucking superpower and major league country. So it's a fucked up place now. You've got like scenes of utter human raw stench. Like in major cities, you can literally smell the sewage. You've got people crapping on the fucking beach in the fucking,
That's just called streets. San Francisco, dude. Or fucking India.
Oh yeah,
man.
But could you imagine just that being a normal thing of life? Everybody just accepts it.
I feel so fucking. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just imagining that, as a daily form of life would just be fucking horrendous for anyone.
And then you have people exploiting them going, oh, if those dirty white people didn't come to Africa, we'd have flying cars and Wakanda would be real and forever and shit. Like, now that's not how that works.
The problem with Africa is so big that people, unlike Europe, Africa wasn't not only so big, it was also the West Coast, which could have had the most chance to become, have civilizations,
with a lot of it was jungle, and it's really hard to connect a civilization through a jungle.
Well, North Africa had a lot of the civilizations, whether it's Egypt,
Carthage.
Carthage, of course, but also like Kush and that other fucking one that I always forget.
Nubia?
No, it's Muslim as fuck. Like Middle Eastern as fuck.
Nigeria, Chad,
Mali,
Nigeria.
No, it starts with
No,
an
not Somali.
Algeria.
Um,
Is it North Africa, or are you talking North Africa wise, or
the Nazis were famous for setting up bases and shit there.
Ethiopia.
Morocco.
That's the one. That's what I'm trying to think of.
Yep.
Dude, Ethiopia was also a pretty kick-ass civilization too.
They did.
Yeah, until everybody fucked them in the ass.
Yeah, pretty much. And also, there's the running theory that one of the main demarcations historically of a civilization getting further advanced, it's like a two-step factor, and one is kind of reliant upon the other. One the most important one is horses, access to horses.
Oh yeah, the aspects to metal too.
Oh, have you read Germs? Have you read Germs, Guns and Steels?
Mm-hmm.
That book. That's an amazing book. Everyone should read that.
Well, my greatest argument with that is the Aztec Empire didn't have very good metallurgy. They didn't have horses, yet they were infinitely more advanced than pretty much all sub-Saharan African civilizations by far. Even the ones that could.
No, that's not true. No, a lot of the sub-Saharan African tribes had metallurgy. They knew how to make steel or iron.
Yeah, but they also didn't turn a lake into a city with advanced irrigation that we're still figuring out to today. And also, they didn't sacrifice like 80,000 people in 3 days. That's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. They also had like a very complicated trade network. They had complicated road system. I mean, that's the other one is it's horses, and second is the ability for long distance trade. Integrate, because it's not just it's not just goods that you're trading, it's also knowledge and advancements.
Right. But you don't necessarily need a horse, but you need some sort of reliable pack animal you can use for like in the Middle East. I mean, and like near in Saudi Arabia and those areas, horses don't do so well, but camels. I mean, back during Egyptian time, they say it was a little bit wetter down there. Just a little bit. So the distance you could travel with using horses was a little bit more south. But nearing the beginning of the Roman Empire, things started getting warmer and warmer. So then the only animals who could transit, what they called traverse the Sahara, were camels. So
horses could do it too. That's why they had that big ass fucking race. That was
right, Hidalgo. Yeah.
You know what's funny as well? You know what gave the Europeans, a brilliant advantage in colonizing the Americas was that they had, Europeaners, whether they be Mediterranean Spanish or, Northern Anglos or French, they had a brilliant immune system, which, they were surrounded by disease. They've had, hundreds of years of surviving through the bubonic plague, the Black Plague, all this brilliant immune system. But it's just that when they went to North America and South America, unfortunately, they brought their diseases with them, but because they had a great immune system to it, that meant the natives stood no chance, and most of them died of horrific diseases.
Absolutely. Well, actually, and on the flip side, though,
they brought back syphilis.
They brought back syphilis, and that had not only that wasn't just like bad, but it also led to some. There's several examples of European rulers that contracted syphilis and lost their fucking minds.
I think George. I know it was like one of the Louis were like that.
Yeah, I think it was one of the Louis was noted for contracting syphilis and just went batshit crazy.
Well,
I think King George got it. I think King George got it too. They have the madness of King George.
Ooh,
Don't forget Ivan the Terrible, who was mentally insane before he caught it, and even more so after it.
Oh yeah, that does make sense.
Well, it's wild. So yeah, I mean, and that's another thing too. Is the easy access of traveling and interrelating. Helps for a healthier immune system. So when you had these civilizations in isolation. They didn't actually build up the immunities together.
We've got to be very thankful. We've got to be very thankful now that we're now living in a time where diseases, even though there's a disease outbreak, it's it's very highly concentrated and suppressed now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I saw some interesting concepts, like of what if the Vikings had stayed, or had at least contact.
Fucking master race of epic proportions.
But no, what I was saying is that there wouldn't be like this giant, like, people think oh, they'd basically conquer, North America. No, my thought was they would largely be kind of a coastal thing, because again they want to get back to Europe, but because they're bringing stuff over like horses and metallurgy, the surrounding civilizations would kind of, or tribes might have kind of a jump start.
They did.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm saying, but if they had stayed longer, and that would have kind of spread out, like slowly, like it's kind of like how the Spanish, like a few horses got out and they made their way to the Great Plains. That could happen.
Well, they made their way to the Great Plains because the Apache would raid the Spanish all the time during sandstorms. That was the tactic. They would come with the sandstorm, murder as many people as humanly fucking possible, take their scalps and all the shit they thought was useful. And then through trade and conquest from other tribes like the Comanche, those horses got away from the Apache, and other tribes began breeding them, trading them. That's how it kind of spread.
I know, but rather than they encountered the Vikings, they stole their horses during snowstorms, and then that got spread. Imagine what it would be like when the rest of Europe came over. It was like, holy shit,
bloodbath. Even more than it already was.
Well, because you say they didn't even have guns. Let's just say the natives still didn't have guns, but they had like steel. It would have been a much more even fight. Plus, they would have had a certain amount of extra immunity from encountering the Vikings.
Well, the Native Americans got steel the same way the Hawaiians did. They through trade, theft, and conquest. I mean, Kamehameha got steel knives for his troops from trading with the English and also stealing them. And so then when it push come to shove and Captain Cook decided to shoot a fucking chief with his dick, they all died.
Yeah.
That's how it happens when you piss off Polynesians.
Well, they're big people, dude. Have you seen them?
I watch rugby and combat sports. Of course I've seen the motherfuckers. And wrestling.
Dude, Samoans are huge.
So are Tongans.
They are. Oh, Tongans are mean too. Not to totally change topics, but I actually wanted to ask you guys' opinion on something. I haven't been able to release it yet, but I am thinking I might actually make this a thing. I've been thinking about doing this for a while, and last night I got my first chance to do so. I teamed up with this friend of mine named Dean, who I've known for like a decade online.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, and so last night we went on Second Life. I dropped like $5 for some props, cameras and microphones and nice outfits for our characters on Second Life. And we went around to all the sex sims, and while all these people are trying to fuck, we kept walking up and they're like, hey, Glanderson Pooper with Channel 5 Wabasha, how do you feel about Trump's border wall? And tried to interview people while they're banging.
I heard about that. That was awesome.
So we're thinking me and him are gonna make a channel called Channel 5 Wabasha where we just use voice chat to like try and interview people during video games and get that scoop on politics.
Also, to back up Jeff's point about Tongans are mean, there is a famous Tongan wrestler known as King Tonga or King Haku or just Haku.
Yeah.
The stories of him getting into fights in the 80s and 90s are fucking legendary. Like some dude interrupted him eating at a bar, pissed him off, so he grabbed him by the ears, bit his nose off, and spit it back into his face. He also would he popped this big black dude, this gangbanger's eye out, and basically told him, if you keep fucking with me and my friends, I'm going to eat your eye.
Jesus, that's crazy.
It is pretty legendary.
Like, I love wrestling stories from, like, way back in the days of them getting into fucking street fights and bar brawls. They're epic.
Dragonif, what console game are you playing?
I'm playing Halo.
I'm playing Halo. All right.
I'll go turn it down right now. Sorry.
I mute my TV when I play console games so I don't bug people.
I have no idea what to make of Halo Infinite.
I'm hoping it'll be great.
I'm not a Halo fan, so it doesn't affect me.
I don't have an Xbox, so I can't play it.
No.
Yeah, that too.
I wish
just
I
started. I just started No Man's Sky. I have a feeling that's going to be my life for a while.
Well, which
Jeff
platform?
got you, or Nick got you in it.
Just PC.
Yeah, I got it too. It's
Cool.
fun. It's actually fun.
Jeff, last time you played, you got salty as fucking rage quit.
I was so drunk that night.
You got so mad, it was hilarious.
I was so fucking hammered, and I'm like, I'm trying to play this incredibly complicated game, and I can barely see. I'm just like, this game is stupid. Oh my god, fuck this game.
Flies into shit he's seen for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think Nick rage quit the next night too.
Yeah.
Nick's like, fuck this, I'm done, and then he come back later.
At least that wasn't the night that I was screaming out Meatloaf lyrics, was it?
You did do that. Yes.
I don't know.
All thing I remember is the night we would all watch Catwoman.
Oh, man, I missed that.
Yeah,
I missed that kinky shit.
I was intending that we were just going to watch Catwoman because I thought it would be really funny. But like, one of the problems is that if you're watching a bad movie to roast it, if you have too many people in, too often somebody's like, well, I need to fill in this empty space by talking about random shit and kind of making noise, and like, that's not how you roast a movie. And when there's like 25 people trying to get some of them to like shut the fuck up so you can get in a good roast is impossible. So I was like, well,
the Patreon movie nights, because there was like 10, there was 10 of us, most of us weren't really talking, and when we did, it was good jokes.
Right. That's why I would rather do.
You're not Beowulf.
I'd rather do like a movie roast with patrons, and then like just the silly thing that we do on Saints is different, because then we just put on a bad movie and we intersplice it with like really fucked up clips from E-Fucked, you know.
Oh, that was great. That was great. That was fucking.
You people are normies.
I just loved her whole thing with I loved. What did we watch after Cat? Wasn't it Electra?
Electra's a fantastic movie.
I think I did put on Electra, and then I just.
Am I the only one? Am I the only one that I have a feeling that DC is going to do a remake of the Catgirl franchise?
I swear to
It's going
God,
to be
they
even
make it
more diverse. They're going to make it more diverse and more feminist than ever.
I don't think you could actually. I don't think you could actually make it more feminist and forced than the Catwoman movie. Like, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, but they'll
Catwoman was female stereotypical.
They'll try to rub it in. They'll try to rub it in some way or another.
Dude, the Catwoman thing was so stereotypical. They had an evil makeup company.
Yeah, dude.
Nothing pissed me off more than the first Captain America movie where they downplayed the Red Skull. Like, no, the Red Skull beat the shit out of Captain America towards the beginning of Captain America. A lot. He would fuck him up.
Anyway, so the thing is, if they decide to do like another Catwoman movie, one thing that I wish Hollywood would pay attention to is being able to do really, really good, strong, badass women characters. Like, for instance, the one that makes me sad that they just didn't do a very good job of it, because I thought that they had the style down really, really well, was Atomic Blonde. Did anybody see that?
I need to see that finally.
I need to rewatch
I'm not sure I saw that. I remember seeing a trailer for that. I'm not sure.
I know they did with Wonder Woman. I wasn't mad at that one.
Oh yeah, Wonder Woman was fucking great. It was
I did
great.
I did get mad that people were pissed that she was A, Israeli, and B, they forgot to mention she served in the Israeli Defense Force.
Right.
She's about as a badass of a woman as you could possibly fucking get. She'll play
Dude,
a
what do you do
badass
with Israeli? Dude, Israeli chicks are fucking hot.
You know what's funny, right?
Israeli hot.
I think there's going to be a new DC fucking film, and there's going to be another blowhard as well. But there was some Twitter outrage about the new Batgirl, being Jewish and not lesbian enough for some fucking reason. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, something like that.
She needs to wear a strap on.
I mean, no offense, she's actually pretty fuckable. I'm not sure if the actress is straight or anything, but she's pretty fuckable.
There are a lot of women who turn out to be lesbian. You're like, oh well. It's like, damn. I kind of wish she wasn't.
No, the thing is, right. Back in my teenage years, I used to have this kinky fetish for short-haired women for some reason. I could not.
How short?
Just like boy.
Are you trying to
haircut,
fuck tank girls? The question.
What? Sorry.
What?
No.
Okay. All right. Like I had this fetish of it, and like just overall, I hung around with those fucking women in real life, had a few casual sex, but they were just fucking scum, in my fucking opinion. They just have a really bad sense of character. So, any woman or girl who has short hair, in my view, all the ones I've met have always been, utter cunts, to be honest.
I like chicks with like a bob haircut.
I like chicks with hair. If
Yeah.
I have more hair than her, it's not gonna work.
I don't mind.
I do. It's just mildly embarrassing if the chick I'm fucking and dating has shorter hair than me. Because my hair's not that fucking long.
Yeah.
Well, I have long hair, so I don't mind her hair slightly shorter than mine.
One thing is I'll never touch a fat chick again. They're fucking their cunts
Did the
are
bacon
fucking.
smell throw you off?
No, their fucking cunts are fishy and fucking oily. It's
Oh God, I don't even want to think about that.
But think of it this way: at least all the oil can be used as lube.
You fuck. Oh, you dirty fuck.
That's not as bad as the time the chick said she was on her period, and now she's like, "Hey, more lube."
Oh God. No.
Yeah, but if you're looking for women, if you're looking for casual women to screw, really, I don't really like Tinder or any of these swiping fucking apps, because it's just self-grandization of if you're considered attractive by everyday fucking people. But the way that men should do it is that you should try to show off your status a bit. Try to rent out a suit. Try to rent out a car. Try to trick them.
I would much rather prefer just own a suit and car and go the Conor McGregor route. Because why the fuck not?
Yeah, but you got to think of circumstance that you're in, really. But once you do that, you then just hopefully, if you get lucky and you meet up, just say that you want to have a casual fuck around, and if they're interested in it, then it's pretty good.
I mean, if her boyfriend or husband walks up, you can just while dressed like Conor McGregor, just look at him and go, "Who the fuck is this guy?
What the fuck is this guy? What a fucking bastard."
This got very British.
Suddenly.
No. Fucking talking about Irish, for fuck's sake.
Conor McGregor is about as Irish as one could fucking get, short of actually.
No offense, but fucking, I've seen Conor McGregor's training videos during the mid 90s. Holy fucking shit, he's intimidating when he was around my age.
Always shipping up to Boston, playing every time he was fighting.
No, he actually comes to the ring to the song "Foggy Mountain" or "Foggy Dew" by Sinead O'Connor and the Chieftains.
I know.
When he fought in Boston, when he come out to the weigh-ins, the song was shipping up to Boston.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No offense, but that's like a very fucking stereotypical American Irish song. No offense.
That's the fucking point of the Dropkick Murphys.
That is.
They are. They're Irish. They're Bostonian Irish.
They're Irish Americans from Southie and Boston. That's pretty.
It's about as iconic as Italians from New York. I mean, that's until Italian America.
I mean, the Irish, Irish Americans, like Hollywood actresses, they're fucking, oh man. Oh.
Well, not all of them. Some of them.
No,
some of them are pretty fucking awful.
Yeah, some of them are pretty fucking awful, but like, oh yeah, fuck. But it's just,
it is pretty cool. Like the reason for Conor McGregor's popularity is the fact that he is one of the first big Irish sports figures to be like to acknowledge Irish Americans, to like be like, hey, you guys are still us. You just happen to be on a different fucking place of dirt than we are, but you're still Irish. That's why he is as big as he is, because wherever he goes, he says the Irish are there. Whether it's fucking New Zealand, there's Irish settled New Zealand, Australia, fucking everywhere. So that's why he says we're everywhere.
Well, here's the thing: like, fucking Irish stick to themselves, and they breed like fucking rabbits. So
that's hence the saying: when one goes to war, we all go to war.
Oh yeah, well, the tragedy about Ireland and the whole fucking troubles is that they've always been Irish just have it in their blood to be always to self-corrupt. They're never really truly loyal to the end until one of them's like fucking each other. I was watching this movie, Black Mass. Black Mass, who's the Irish American criminal. Yeah, guy. Right, there's a scene where like he gets really mad because he loses his wife and he loses his kid to some leukemia fucking disease, I don't know, during the 70s. And then after that event, it shows a part in his life that he goes extremely fucking bitter to the point that the only thing that will give him positivity is him interacting with IRA recruits that came from Ireland to, Boston for, smuggling weapons.
That's happened since the inception of the IRA, because the original tie goes back to Oni Madden, the original Irish gangster in New York. Like that, the Irish mob has always been true to the cause.
Yeah.
It's the same with the Hells Angels. The Hells Angels and the Outlaws were also true to the cause.
Here's the thing: the IRA had more fucking casualties than the British occupied troops. It was just a stated fact, because the thing was that what's quite sad is that about the Troubles during the Northern Irish conflicts, most of the soldiers and the Royal Marines and the British Army, like my great uncle was I think he wasn't actually stationed there. He was actually stationed in West Germany during the I'd say around early 70s. But what I got from there was that a lot of fucking poor lads got a lot of fucking PTSD there, and most of the IRA insurgents were just recruited, radicalized teenagers, mostly guys, mostly lads themselves, and all they would fucking do was that they would just put in IED bombs and landmines and stuff, and they would act like a mafia. And what's really fucking sad about it is that the majority of fucking casualties there were often just Protestants and innocent Catholics that had no fucking allegiance to either the Loyalists nor the Republicans, and they just got bombed during the crossfire without even knowing. And it was a horrendous. If you were living in fucking Belfast or Northern Ireland at the time, it was a fucking awful fucking place to live.
Still is, because there's still the UDF.
Oh,
no. That are still killing Catholics for being Catholic.
Kind of calmed down now. It's not really. It's pretty much almost non-existent now. But the scars and the turmoil is reflected in the bleak images of how fucking shit Belfast looks like. But so far most fucking Irish people just have basically moved on from their old IRA Republican.
Yes, because the British stopped shooting people in the fucking streets.
Well, the thing is, what's funny now is, I've interacted with many Irish people, and what's quite sad is that fucking Ireland, if you go to fucking Dublin, if you go to fucking Dublin now, it's not really religious anymore. Most of the fucking Dublin folk that I speak to are just they're like anti-Catholic. The churches, the cathedrals there are pretty much deserted. There's rarely anybody that goes there. Mostly immigrants go there now. It's becoming, in essence, the next London or the next Edinburgh. It's really fucking awful. And you ask any Irish person what's going on, they say, "Oh, fucking Irish have become so fucking left-hard now that they'll consider a fucking black refugee more Irish than an Irishman." It's fucking awful.
The difference between Dublin and Edinburgh and London is the acid attacks, the raping, the fucking terrorist attacks. If that shit starts, there's still people alive from the provisional IRA. who will once again do what they do best and blow shit up and shoot people. Like
most of the IRA recruits are often retired now, and they're often just benefiting themselves. In fact, they're not really loyal to the ideology anymore. They're mostly just justifying their old kind of tribalism for their own kind of individual criminal activity now. The IRA have, they were once a regimented army, but have now been corrupted into this just underground drug smuggling criminal organization now.
We always talk about like the most happy of topics.
No, if we want to talk about happiest of topics, I want to talk about how in the Philippines you still have people who are really fucking old, but remember fighting off the Japanese as guerrilla warfare, so they're passing on that knowledge to the youth who are now fighting off Islamic terrorists.
Well, the world's getting a bit more, chaotic now.
And they have an awesome president who literally threatens to eat people. I fucking love Roger Duerte.
Yeah. Just to let you know, my prediction by the year 2050, all major traditions and religions will eventually die out. It's a fact, because with the West, that's going to become the most dominant culture of all time now. Individualistic consumerism will pretty much poison every single fucking human tribe on the planet now.
Well, I'm a firm believer in this saying that's repeated throughout history for a long time. Strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create
not if the disease has inflicted the climate and the money and the just the way people are living now.
It still will fucking repeat itself. It will always repeat itself.
Hopefully, I hope you're right.
There's a hopefully it will. Why do you think there's such a rise of Nazism in Scandinavia and a lot of European countries? It's like, hey, this is killing us. This guy had an idea about how to not do this.
You say that now, but maybe in 10 years it might be different. I'm looking into the long term here, but currently you are right.
Yeah, there you go, Bubba.
I mean, it's not very hard to see that cycle repeating itself in Germany. It's really not.
You can put it back on me. Put it back on me. Ah, shit. There we go.
I mean, Japan's probably the only country that's safe from this shit because, well, they're fiercely tribalistic.
Yeah, but I think...
And they're killing themselves. Who the fuck would want to help?
Well, here's the thing. What I'm worried about Japan is that it's going to get infestated by people that are going to get corrupted. Like, I don't know, Shinto. President Hiromu Shinto. That's his name. Prime Minister of Japan. I'm thinking he's a very corrupt.
What if I wear it like this? What if I wear it backwards like this?
But anyway, let's get to a lighter topic.
Yeah.
So,
how about that sports ball, huh? That local team's doing pretty good.
Dude, you know what? I'm so glad that summer is going to be over soon. I hate summer because for me, summer is just a gross, long, protracted, overheated interruption between me and football.
Sure.
Why? The University of Oregon has sucked since Marcus Mariota's left.
I know. But I don't care.
For me, it's all Halloween and shit like that. Everything else
about summer and spring is Patty's Day because it gives me an excuse to do shit that I always do anyways.
That doesn't make any sense. Am
I the only one that prefers winter to summer?
I have a lot of northern blood, whether it's Native American or fucking Irish and Norwegian, so winter is better.
Yeah,
winter is better. Winter's the best. Winter's the best.
That chunk of Apache is like, ooh, it's hot. Let's go do shit. And everything else like, nah, let's just stay inside.
The thing about me is I get more stress during the fucking summer.
I just sleep all the time during the winter.
I get more stress during the summer too. I really do. Summer's stressful.
Yeah, I mean, like when you're like working, like when you've got like a desktop in your room, like your hard drive just fucking increases the heat, and then combine that with the fucking summer heat. Fuck, it's like no.
Well, where I live, it's routinely over 110 before you add humidity.
No thanks.
Which normally pushes it closer to 200, or not 200, but fucking 120 ish, give or take. So I have a laptop, a mini fridge, an Xbox, and a fucking switch and Wi-Fi modem that all adds the heat in my bedroom. So there's times I stand up and there's a puddle of sweat in my chair.
Well,
you can clearly see where my ass cheeks have been.
Wait, you're New Mexico or Arizona?
I'm in Arkansas. That's a fuck ton worse. The humidity,
Arkansas
bro.
gets that hot? No way.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow.
And then you add the humidity, which makes it even worse.
Mm-hmm. I like humidity. I do.
That's because you don't have as much of it as we do.
Well, no, dude, I used to live in the tropics. I was in the tropics for like 2 years, and I loved it. It was amazing. And then I lived in New Orleans for 2 years too, so I like
where
it.
I live, there's a lot of rice farms, fucking swamps, and fish ponds, and there's like the news will give asthma warnings, like, hey, if you go outside, you might have an asthma attack just trying to breathe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I understand.
And we have a law passed in Arkansas that it's legal if somebody leaves their kid or their pet in their vehicle legally. I'm allowed to bust the window out and take it.
That's good.
Because people constantly leave their kids and dogs
pretty sure that's like all around America now.
I mean, shit, last year we had a doctor leave his daughter in her car seat his entire 12-hour shift and come back to his kid roasted alive, basically.
Sheesh. I'm guessing everybody here has a shower every kind of most days of the week, do we?
I shower every day. I just wash my hair every other day.
Sometimes 2 times a day.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I've gone with a tip that when it gets really hot in the summer, I always have hot showers. So once you get hot, you know, your body starts to deliberately cool itself, so you're a bit more cooler during the hot heat.
Oh,
but when it's during the winter,
doesn't work for me. I'll tell you that.
But when it's during the winter, when it's starting to get more cold in the morning, you know, I have to cycle. You know, most days when I'm going to my work, and I have to cycle through country roads. Like, what I try to do is I try to deliberately have cold showers, so I feel a bit more, you know, heated up. You know, it starts to warm, like your body starts to, you know, automatically warm yourself up. And I think if you know, encourage your body to do that, you'll have a better immune system to whatever climate you're in. But yeah, just my tip.
Just give me coffee and I'm good.
Yes. Yes. Hello. Hello. Oh, it's for you.
For you. It's for you. How old is he, Jeff? Now.
I 6.
I 6.
Go play. Go play. Go eat that pizza, baby.
I think the cutest thing I've ever seen was my uncle's oldest. She's like 8 now. I was playing the PlayStation 2, and then she at 1 sat down in front of my TV, picked up the GameCube controller upside down, started moving the sticks and pressing buttons like she was playing. I was like, "Holy shit, babysitting! I found an easier way."
That was the way that me and my best friend actually took care of my niece.
And then
Give her a controller and be like, and as we're playing games.
And if I was doing laundry and while she was still just crawling, I would take the biggest clothes basket and would put it over her so she could crawl around the floor, but the clothes basket wouldn't let her get into anything. It sounds like torture, but it's actually really clever.
I just noticed my old pal.
Call you Donald Trump just for that joke.
My old pal Trash Can CC is in the chat. What's up, CC? I don't know if you guys remember the video that I did about Snow White. It was crack.com doing a skit of Snow White, and then I had animated puppets of the Brothers Grimm, one half voiced by Crowd, but the puppets were actually drawn by CC.
Oh, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, Jeff. How do you feel about Weeboo Jones playing you in an episode of SideQuest?
Did she?
Yeah.
Which one?
Fuck, I don't remember which number. But the way her character works is it's a nameless thief, so she steals somebody's identity. In one episode, I think it was episode 6, she was Jeff Holiday.
I never saw this. Nobody said that to me. What the fuck? Hang on.
I thought you knew.
No. No. I watched SideQuest, but I watched SideQuest, but I must have missed this one. God damn it.
There was a lot of like fucking send me dildo and butt plug jokes that were like well timed.
God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna have to fucking find this now. This is crazy.
She was Mundane Matt before Mundane Matt had his controversy. Let's put it.
Man, I swear to God, that controversy is so blown out of fucking proportion. It's insane.
She was Medicare for an episode, and that one was fucking hilarious because everybody was like decorating Medicare to utmost nothingness.
Well, the irony about Mexico now is that he's got his Twitter account suspended, and he's also got his YouTube account suspended. So
his YouTube actually got back up.
Oh, has it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, just a little while ago.
That video, fucking Revenge of the Jarbo.
Yeah, but this is the thing. What I really just can't stand now about YouTube is that, like, if you're making a video about something like a certain news event, right, and it gets flagged, like such as the Mecca video, like his video was suffered because it was gaining ground on, you know, the view counts, and that meant like some boss or some fucking office, somebody at the office just felt like we've got to take this video down because it's getting some flack online. So
I had a video taken down when the Charlottesville thing happened because before anybody knew the chick was dead, I literally just read that somebody was hit by a Dodge Charger or Challenger, and I made a joke about it immediately.
Yeah, like
for a reason.
I'll tell you the truth. A long time ago, I was starting out a YouTube channel, and I did this.
No, the joke was he was just challenging your position, and it's your fault for dodging the question.
What?
Remember the chick at Charlottesville got killed by the dude in the Dodge Charger?
Oh, yeah.
I said he was challenging her position, and it's her fault for dodging the question.
Oh, my God.
But nobody knew she was dead yet.
Oh, my God. But yeah, so, okay, the thing, though, about this whole controversy, this whole past week, actually, I guess it's 2 weeks with Matt, was like what he did was wrong. Obviously, I'm not going to defend him against, like, you know, inappropriately flagging things. But one thing you have to keep in mind when it comes to YouTube is people flag things all the fucking time. I would guarantee you anybody else in that stream where he did that monumental fuck up of showing his reporting history, they probably have just as bad of report histories. Nobody else fucking showed theirs. Nobody did. And also, hang on. Before, and also the other thing to keep in mind is like, people saw in that stream that he reported like this person and that person. If you can see what video it was, that means that YouTube took no action against that video. It means that you flagged it and YouTube was like, no, we're not going to take that down. So it's, and that's the most important thing of all is to remember is that you cannot take down another person's video. All you can do is attract attention to it. So YouTube looks at it and YouTube makes the decision whether to take it down or not. So you could say it's less that, well, this person destroys people's videos. It's more like this person is a snitch.
Unless people mass flag it. Unless people mass flag it, then it will go down. Because what happened to me was like I had a YouTube video, which back in the day, I was just putting on a off-air rant about, you know, a game I didn't like because it was historically inaccurate coming out. And I got such a massive rant of it. I used somehow a convincing thumbnail and it came out at the exact right time. That video got almost 100,000 views until it got eventually taken down because people mass flagged it.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's what happens.
At the same time, when you click review, then they do go through and see whether it's to be upheld or not. And that's why a lot of times, like, you know, people will get a flag and they'll just have it reversed within like usually less than a week. Now, used to be worse. Used to be like the first time I ever got a strike about a year and a half ago, it took like 4 or 5 weeks to get a response and them to remove it. And that was pretty bad. But like the thing that's interesting is that if you read the terms of service on YouTube or on Twitter, like dude, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people are breaking this fucking terms of service all the fucking time.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
It's the same with Twitch.
So like yeah, and on Twitch too. So basically like the big condemnation I think that would be more appropriate for people being pissed about is less about like well, you're just trying to destroy channels. It's more like, well, you're being a narc. You're being a snitch. Which then requires you to have some sort of bro code with these people. And if some of them are really nasty people, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. All I know is I'm glad I wasn't caught up in it.
Matt has flagged people in the past and was in the right when he flagged cognitive thought, who literally just took part of his stream, uploaded it, did not edit it, no commentary. It was literally
That's not a flag. That's a DMCA. It's a little bit different. I've hit people with one person with a DMCA because he basically re-uploaded some of my content with nothing, just a funny title to it. And so I filed it, and then I got a hold of the dude, and I'm like, look, I'm gonna remove this if you will agree to remake this, and you actually put a little bit of your own stuff in it, and you shit all over me. Like, that's my rules. I don't want you to take this down and like never put it up again. My condition is that you re-upload this with your own take and why you think I'm a dickbag for it. And he's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking serious. There, it's removed. And to his credit, that dude then made it a point to say that I was a stand-up guy about it, and like that I was standing tall for it, but nobody else gave a shit. Everybody was like, you're a piece of shit for DMCing.
Hey, Buck, we can see your Facebook feed.
That's not me. I'm not screen sharing.
Oh, it's Derpy. Of course it's fucking Derpy. I saw Sergeant and immediately thought Buck.
Nope.
The true Sergeant.
I know better than to screen share anything.
Not Derpy and his false valor.
Right. Let's see what else is going on. The roundup is today. We're doing the roundup tonight.
Oh, sweet. No, I was trying to make something more entertaining, like somewhat entertaining.
What?
Stop trying to be entertaining. You're a brony. It'll never happen.
But yeah, in about 4...
Nothing like fat bitches twerking.
I don't want to see Tess Holiday shaking her ass. Okay, if that's what you're into, you be into it. The rest of us aren't.
Are you trying to get me a strike here, Derpy?
Yes.
But yes.
They were clothed.
In about 4 hours or so, we're gonna do the roundup. Probably about 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern is when I'll get it started off. There's a lot of crazy shit. A lot.
Who is your next dissection victim?
I'm probably not going to make it a point to do stream dissections, but I did get sent by a very helpful person. They wanted to figure out what happened to Yada, because I guess Yada is gone.
Did he get arrested again?
I don't know.
Again.
Yeah, like
he got arrested for throwing that false fake food they call cauliflower because it's white. Because he was angry he couldn't reach the bottom shell.
Well, Yada's still around. What?
Maybe.
I don't know why this person said that Yada left, because he's still around.
He has like 8 channels.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Got a lot of shit going on. Anyway, but this person found this amazing dude named Young Pharaoh, and
oh my God.
He's incredible. I might
forgot about him.
I might do a video on Young Pharaoh.
Why does that name ring a bell?
He's a Kang. He is a Kang.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. The name Young Pharaoh should fucking give that one away.
I think we'll probably watch one of his videos on the roundup today if we have time. But like, here's a good one. This is a good title. Undeniable Proof Homosexuality is Unnatural Mental Disorder. Parts 1, 2, and 3.
Don't mind the fact that history is full of them.
This is amazing. Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Well, history is also full of people trying to make homosexuality in places there it is not there. Like they're like, oh, the Spartans were gay. No, that was the people in Athens, not the Spartans.
Yeah,
I'm sure there were some Spartan butt fuckers.
But not, they say all Spartans were gay. That's not true. That's no. That's like you say all samurai were gay. That is also not true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's ever been a place in specific that was all gay.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was
a
just
Blue Oyster Cult concert, but
whatever.
Anyway, that's we're gonna cut it off here for today, guys. We're gonna go offline. We're gonna hang out a little bit. So everybody watching out there in the world. See you later. We'll see you next time. Say bye, everybody.
See ya.
Later.
Bye.
Audio.